Hi soulmate, in this video I'll be teaching you how to make this stylish blouse with collar. This is a continuation of our previous tutorial where we drafted out this dress. So if you haven't yet seen the drafting tutorial, please go down to my YouTube channel. Now to start, here is my pattern and I have gone ahead to add ½ inch all the way around for this pattern. Now for this pattern, you're just adding ½ inch at the front and at the lower side and also at the armhole, but do not add at the side. So for this pattern, you're adding ½ inch in front towards the neckline, the lower part and the armhole. Now this is my stay. I am going to iron interfacing on the lining part. Please, if you're making this for your client or if you're making it for yourself, you can go ahead to iron stay on both the lining and the fabric. I just ironed stay on my lining because I'm wearing this myself. Now when you're making this dress, for the front part of this dress, the part that has the collar, you're going to cut it with the main fabric because the collar for the front is actually coming from the lining part of the dress. So if you don't understand this, you understand when we are joining. You're going to place your fabric, which you're going to be joining it with ½ inch here. Then on this other side, you also be joining with ½ inch this way, right? Please note the area you're joining and do not join the wrong part. You're going to join the both sides of the front this way. Now this is the lining part. If you notice, the front part or the first part of this lining made use of the same fabric that I'm using for my dress. So for the sides, I just used my normal lining and I ironed stay on it. Now you're going to join this with ½ inch on your sewing machine. The back pattern, you just be joining it with ½ inch. Now I did not cut my back pattern as a princess dart because I don't really like joining having too much joining on my dress. So what I'll do is I'll use my pattern and I'll mark where I have my dart. This is to save me the stress of going ahead to measure where I have my dart. Then I'll mark ½ inch on both sides and mark out all my darts. Now I'll be doing this on both the lining and on the main fabric of the dress. All I have to do is place my pattern, mark out the area where I have the dart, and I'm going to go ahead to stitch it out. So after repeating this now on this fabric, I will go ahead to mark this on my lining. I'll go ahead to mark this on my lining just like I said. Please, sorry for the noise at the background of this video. Now let's move over to the lining of this dress also. All I'll do is just to place my pattern and mark where I have my darts. This is to save me the stress of marking out my nipple to nipple line and measuring the rest. So after marking this now, I will go ahead and I will stitch this on the machine. So after I'm done stitching, this is what I have. I went ahead to heat up my iron and I will iron this open. Right now you notice my darts which I have gone ahead to stitch. Now this is the lining part. I'll just go ahead to iron it out. You're also going to iron out the rest of your pattern, the rest of your fabric, so that it relaxes very well. So after that, you'll be joining it. Now remember when we were making this dress, I added 1 inch for stitching allowance. So what I'll do now is to pin my pattern and I am going to stitch out that 1 inch I added for my stitching allowance. Now if you feel that you don't want yours to be fitted on your body, all you have to do is, instead of stitching that 1 inch for your stitching allowance, go ahead to stitch ½ inch. That way it will not be fitted on your body, just like we have on the thumbnail. After pinning out the sides, I'll still mark out that 1 inch. Now another part you'll be pinning is the collar at the neckline. You're going to be joining this part with ½ inch, right? So you're going to be adding ½ inch to the neckline of your dress. So this is what I have here. I'm equally going to repeat the same thing I did on the lining on the main fabric. Go ahead to iron out and you're going to pin. So after pinning this later, I will go ahead to mark the 1 inch by the side of my pattern. Just go ahead and mark 1 inch all the way down, so that when I go to the machine, I'll just stitch it directly. Also repeat the same thing here. So you know, when I pinned the lining of this dress, I did not mark the 1 inch. I'll equally go ahead to mark that and go ahead to also stitch it. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I have like a little excess by the side of the armhole of my dress, which I trimmed out also. Now after this, let's go ahead to stitch this. Also remember to mark the 1 inch on your lining piece also, because you're going to join it, and make sure that the same 1 inch you're stitching out on the lining is the same as your main fabric. Whatever stitch you take or you sew on your main fabric should align with your lining, so that when you turn it out, you're going to have the same measurement or dress, so that it will match each other easily. So after stitching out, this is what I have, right? So you're also going to do this for your main fabric. So I'm using this lining pad because my main fabric is too colorful, right? You can hardly see the stitching lines. So I'm using this one that has lesser colors or lesser designs going on it. Now you see that middle part of your collar, go to the middle part of your back neckline, pin it this way like you see me pinning it. Now from that center, you're going to pin the neckline to the shoulder of the dress. Now after pinning this side, you're going to go ahead to pin the same thing. Now when you're pinning it and yours does not match, just know that there's a little mistake somewhere, right? Now from the center of the neckline and also from the center of the collar, I am going to pin this all the way going through the shoulder of the dress. Go ahead and pin it this way. So after pinning it, you're going to be stitching this with 1/2 inch on the sewing machine. Now whatever you do on this lining, you're equally doing it on the fabric. So I just use my lining to show you, because my fabric, like I said, is too colorful. I have a lot of design going on the fabric. So when you stitch it down, you'll be having something like this. Now let's go ahead and stitch it. So after stitching, this is what I have. Now go ahead to notch the shoulder to the neckline of your dress. Give it a good notch so that it can easily relax. Now you'll be repeating the same thing on the main fabric. So after stitching, this is what I have, right? I'll go ahead to iron this out so that it will sit properly. After stitching this, I fitted the dress. The armhole was slightly tight, so I'll just trim it a little, just go down a little, so that by the time I put on the dress, it won't be too tight. I did not say you should trim out your whole armhole, but please, if you fit yours and it's okay, do not go ahead to trim. So I'll equally repeat the same process on my main fabric, and just like I said, iron stay on your main fabric also. I'm just making this for myself, so I just had to like make it this way. Now also go ahead to notch the neckline and the collar area of your dress, that is the main fabric. So this is what I have. Now after this, you're going to be placing your main fabric and the lining together, and you are going to go ahead to pin it down. Before pinning it down, I also went ahead to trim out the armhole so that it will match what I have on the lining. Whatever you have on the lining or whatever you do on the lining, do it equally on the main fabric. Or whatever you do on the main fabric, do it equally on the lining. So place your fabric this way, and you're going to go ahead to pin this down. After pinning it, we are going to stitch with 1/2 inch all the way around. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. So after pinning down, this is what I have. So what you do now is to go ahead to stitch all the way around, starting from the lower part to the collar area, to the neckline, and to the hemline of the blouse. Just make sure that whatever you have is accurate. So now I'll be leaving the armhole area open. Leave your armhole this way. So when I was making it, I actually forgot and stitched my armhole, so I had to like open it back. Please leave your armhole open, right? I will be teaching you how to turn the armhole area. After you're done stitching, all you have to do is to go ahead and notch this all the way around so that it will relax very well, right? And after this, you'll be ironing very well. It is very important to iron. After you're done notching, now instead of turning it from the armhole that is open already, from the back, I am going to go ahead to open that joining at the back of my dress. That is where I want to turn it from. The reason why I'm doing this is because we'll be turning the armhole as if we're making a blazer. So after stitching, this is what I have. This is what the inside of my dress looks like. Now we're going to turn the armhole from this side. You see this opening now? That is where we are turning the armhole from. Another thing I want to add is that here might be a bit confusing for you. So if you're the type that will find it difficult, all you have to do is just fold in the armhole and top stitch it. So what I'll do now is I'll push my armhole from that opening, right? Like you see me do now. Let me do it again. I'm going to bring out my armhole, right? From this side, from that opening I have at the center, I will bring it out. Now when I bring it out, you see how it is, the wrong side is facing the wrong side, right? I will turn it, flip it. The right side will now face the right side instead of the wrong side to face the wrong side. Placing it right side facing right side. Are you seeing it? Now all you have to do is you now stitch from this wrong side, following the armhole round it. You're going to stitch the armhole, following the opening you have at the armhole. You're going to stitch it all the way round, right? As you're stitching it, you'll be turning it, right? Go over to the sewing machine and I will stitch it now and show you what it looks like. So after stitching it, this is what I have. Please remember to notch it. Now let's go ahead to join this area. Now please, if you know you're going to find it difficult to turn it this way, you can just fold in 1/2 inch this way and top stitch it neatly around the armhole. So if you're familiar with making blazers or suits, this is the method that you use in turning it. So from that opening I have at the back, that is where I'll be stitching this from, right? What you have to do is to go ahead to align your armhole area first. I'll go ahead to pick the shoulder of the lining and the shoulder of the main fabric, then put my hand underneath it, right, just like we did, and then I will push it out. Now when I push it out, now I will now turn it. Instead of, I'll now place it right side facing right side, then I will now be left with the wrong side. Then I will go ahead and I will stitch it round. When you stitch it round, the rough edge will be inside. Then you will notch the armhole of the dress. When you're making it, just follow the armhole round it while you're sewing it. Just do it, do not be in a rush, just follow it round and notch. So after stitching, this is what I have. When I was done stitching, there was no light, so immediately I was fitting it, that was when I had light. So I quickly ironed it and then I attached my button, and this is the final result of this dress. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and join us in our next video. Thanks.